If your bedroom is cluttered, noisy, or full of stress triggers, looking at you, laundry pile, your body doesn't fully relax. What's up, you beautiful beasts? In this video, we're talking about the most underrated, most neglected health habit of all time: sleep. And I know it's not glamorous, it's not trendy, no one's out here bragging, I got 8 hours last night and skipped my 5 a.m. grind. But here's the truth. Sleep is the #1 most important thing you can do for your health. Period. Full stop. And today we're breaking down why. From your skin, brain, and immune system to your hormones, heart, and mental health. Plus, some tips and tricks at the end that you can implement to actually start improving your sleep.
Disclaimer. This content is not medical advice. If you're dealing with chronic fatigue, insomnia, or sleep issues that feel deeper than habit or stress, please talk to a provider who gets it. You deserve real support. This space is here to remind you, sleep isn't a luxury. It's your body's built-in healing system. I'm an NASM certified personal trainer, certified nutritionist, and master neurotransformational results coach, and I'm always learning right alongside you. What you'll find here is meant to spark reflection, offer insight, and help you reclaim rest on your terms. You don't have to earn your rest. You deserve it, just as you are right now.
Okay, so let's start with our skin. Beauty sleep is real. Forget the 12-step skincare routine. Your body has its own repair crew, and they clock in while you're snoozing. During sleep, blood flow to the skin increases, damage from UV rays and pollution gets repaired, and collagen production ramps up. Collagen is basically nature's plumping filter. Fewer wrinkles and more glow. Want better skin, better mood, better focus? Start with better sleep. Everything else is built on top of it. Next up, your brain's factory reset. Ever wake up with a random genius idea? That is your brain filing things away. Sleep is like the ultimate librarian, organizing the chaos of your day so you can actually access it later. This process, called memory consolidation, because I love big words, actually makes it easier to retain new information, problem solve, and even get creative. And REM sleep, aka the dream stage, that's your emotional regulator. Without enough sleep, your brain turns into a cluttered desktop with 47 tabs open. Good luck finding anything. Even one night of poor sleep tanks your focus, decision-making, and basic communication skills. Next up, immunity. Sleep and immunity have like a BFF status. Think of your immune system as a squad of bodyguards. While you're dreaming about llamas that can fly, they're busy building cytokines. Another big word. Cytokines are proteins that fight infection and inflammation. If you skimp on the sleep, your bodyguards are half asleep on the job. Here's the wild part. Even vaccines work better when you're well rested. Sleep literally boosts your immune response. Literally. If you could only choose one thing to strengthen your immune system, pick sleep. Next up, hormones. Sleep equals your hormone trainer. Ever notice how you crave all the snacks after a bad night's sleep? That's because ghrelin, the I'm hungry hormone, spikes, while leptin, the I'm full hormone, tanks. Add in cortisol, your stress hormone, and suddenly you're looking at a whole pizza like it's a personal challenge. This hormone chaos doesn't just make you snacky. It messes with your mood, ramps up your cravings, and even increases your risk of chronic illness. Sleep is the collaboration system that helps bring those hormones back into balance. Oh. Next up, your heart loves sleep. Your heart is a workhorse. It never gets a day off. Sleep is when it gets to regulate blood pressure and kind of just chill for a bit. Consistently skimping, you increase your risk of hypertension, heart disease, and even stroke. Studies show that poor sleep can raise your cardiovascular risk by up to 48%. So before you add any supplements or double down on your workouts, ask yourself, am I even rested enough to heal? Okay, sleep and mental health. Here's a connection that doesn't get nearly enough credit. Sleep deprivation is linked to anxiety, depression, and even loneliness. On the flip side, good sleep reduces stress, boosts your mood, and actually helps you tolerate that coworker who sends quick questions at 11 p.m. So sleep isn't just one of many mental health tools. It's the charger. Without it, your whole system crashes. When sleep deprivation becomes chronic. Missing one night of sleep is rough, but chronic lack of sleep, that's when things get serious. Long-term sleep deprivation is linked to heart disease, diabetes, depression, anxiety, immune dysfunction, weight gain, and even a shortened lifespan. It doesn't just make you tired, it rewires your entire body. Trust me, I lived this for 6 years. My sleep struggle started when my son was born, and like most parents, I expected to not get any sleep. But after 2 months of excruciatingly painful breastfeeding because my son had a tongue tie, I switched to exclusive pumping. So almost an entire year, every 2 hours around the clock, I was pumping. Then we added in pandemic parenting with split shifts that made my husband and me feel like single parents with full-time jobs, and I was running on fumes. The impact showed up everywhere. My hair was falling out, my skin broke out in really weird rashes, my set point weight range climbed higher, and my depressive episodes hit more often. And by the end of the night, I was grumpy as Toward the end of that season, I also felt like I was in a toxic workplace. And while parts of that environment really weren't great, looking back, I can see that sleep deprivation made everything feel 10 times heavier and harder than it already was. So when I finally quit that job and started my own coaching practice and my son was in school, I was able to get real sleep again. And the difference was night and day. It felt like I was getting myself back piece by piece. And in that moment, I didn't just know what the research said about the sleep, I had actually lived it. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired. It quietly robs you of joy, clarity, and the ability to show up as the fullest version of yourself. But let's get real for a moment because I need to say something important here. Getting good sleep isn't always a matter of willpower or just go to bed earlier. If it was that simple, none of us would be scrolling TikTok at 1 a.m. or staring at the ceiling doing math like, if I fall asleep in the next 7 minutes, I'll get exactly 5 hours and 23 minutes. Yeah, my husband does that. For parents, night shifts, caregivers, students, or literally anyone living with anxiety, chronic pain, trauma, or even noisy neighbors, sleep can feel less like a routine and more like a game of chance. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you don't. And I want to say this clearly. If you're in one of those seasons, I see you. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are surviving. So instead of chasing the perfect 8 hours every night, focus on what's possible right now. Sleep is not all or nothing. Even small adjustments matter. Dimming your lights 30 minutes before bed, swapping doom scrolling for a calming playlist, or doing a 5-minute meditation can all send signals to your nervous system that it's safe to rest. And here's the thing, even if your sleep is messy, irregular, or imperfect, it's still helping your body. Rest isn't wasted just because it doesn't look like the ideal sleep hygiene checklist. Any amount of rest is better than none. And building small practices consistently can make a bigger difference over time than aiming for flawless sleep and giving up when life doesn't cooperate. So let's stop thinking of sleep as a test we can fail. Think of it more like a kindness you offer yourself, a gift, a way you tell your body and mind, hey, I see you, you've done enough for today, you deserve rest. So now let's talk about how to get that sweet sleep magic. Now that we know why sleep is the most important thing you can do for your health, let's talk about the how. Because good sleep doesn't just magically show up. It's not like winning the lottery. It's more like planting a garden. You create the right conditions, nurture it, and over time, your body learns to bloom with rest. And listen, don't feel like you have to eat the whole elephant in one bite. You don't need to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Even 1 or 2 small changes can start moving the needle and give your body the rest it's craving. So here are some tricks to make your sleep your superpower. Tip number 1, stick to a sleep schedule. Your body is obsessed with patterns. It loves routine almost as much as it loves breathing. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day keeps your internal clock, aka your circadian rhythm, running smoothly. When you're consistent, your body starts prepping for sleep before your head even hits the pillow. Why this works. Your circadian rhythm regulates hormones like melatonin, which is your get sleepy signal, and your cortisol, which is your wake up energy boost. If your bedtime is all over the place, those hormones can't get their act together, and you're left tossing and turning or dragging through the day. How to do it? Pick a wake up time you can realistically commit to. Even on weekends, yes, it's painful, but it pays off. Work backward from that wake up time to figure out when you should be in bed. If you're shifting your schedule, do it in 15-minute increments instead of trying to move it by 2 hours overnight. Gentle adjustments equal less shock to the system. Tip number 2, create a bedtime ritual. Think of a bedtime ritual as your body's shutdown sequence. When you do the same things in the same order each night, your brain learns, oh, it's time to chill. Why it works. Rituals signal to your nervous system that it's safe to switch gears from go, 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 go mode to rest and repair mode. Over time, your body starts associating those activities with winding down, making it easier to fall asleep. How to do it? You can meditate or breathe, so even 5 minutes of deep breathing or guided meditation calms your mind. And yes, my guided sleep meditation is perfect for this. More on that in a second. Gentle movement. Do some gentle movement. Stretch, do restorative yoga, or even just roll out your shoulders. This releases the physical tension your body's been holding all day. You can journal. Empty your brain onto paper, a to-do list, random thoughts or feelings, whatever's in there. Let it out so your brain doesn't need to replay it at 3 a.m. Calming sounds. Now, this is one of my favorites. A relaxing playlist, white noise, or even a boring audiobook, looking at you, tax code audiobook, can help ease you into dreamland. Tip number 3, break up with your bedtime frenemies. We're not talking diet culture rules here, but the truth is what you consume in the evening can make or break your sleep quality. Why it works. Caffeine is kind of like that friend who doesn't take a hint, and it blocks adenosine, the chemical that makes you feel sleepy, and it can linger in your system for like 6 to 8 hours. Heavy meals cause indigestion and keep your body working overtime when it should be winding down. And alcohol might make you drowsy, but it disrupts your REM sleep, leaving you groggy the next day. So how to do it? Cut off caffeine at least 6 hours before bedtime. And I hate to break it to you, that afternoon latte, it's not harmless. Keep heavy or spicy meals earlier in the evening. If you're hungry before bed, go for something light and sleep-friendly, like bananas, almonds, or even a small bowl of oatmeal. Be mindful with alcohol. A glass of wine can relax you, but too much wrecks your sleep cycles. Tip number 4, make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Your bedroom should feel like a temple of rest, not a second office or storage closet. And trust me, I get it. My office is literally in my bedroom, and what you're seeing behind me right now is a green screen. So I'm not preaching perfection here, but the more you can make your bedroom feel like a place of calm instead of chaos, the easier it'll be to drift off and stay asleep. Why it works. Your brain is consistently making associations. If your bedroom is cluttered, noisy, or full of stress triggers, looking at you, laundry pile, your body doesn't fully relax. A peaceful environment makes it easier to slip into deep restorative sleep. How to do it? Cool it down. The ideal sleep temperature is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. If you're waking up sweaty, it's time to rethink your bedding. Keep it dark. Blackout curtains work great. Or go for one of those contoured sleep masks that looks like a bra. You can get these on Amazon. I got mine in the 3-pack. Oh my gosh. See, it's got like the contoured, like not an ad either. Like your eyes go right here and like there's nothing touching them, and it's just so comfortable. They block out the light and tell your brain it's officially night time by boosting your melatonin. Block the noise. White noise machines, earplugs, or even a fan can drown out disruptions. Declutter. A tidy space equals a calmer mind. Even 5 minutes of quick cleanup before bed can shift the vibe. If you can afford it, upgrade your gear. If you're waking up stiff or sore, invest in a better mattress or pillows. Think of it like gym equipment for your sleep. Bonus tip, my guided sleep meditation. If you've ever been tired but wired, this is for you. I created a guided sleep meditation designed to help you release tension, calm racing thoughts, and reconnect with your body. It's gentle and supportive and perfect for anyone whose brain doesn't come with an off switch. If your mind is loud but your body is begging for rest, start here, because nothing else in your health adventure works without sleep. If there's one thing that I hope sticks with you, it's this. Sleep isn't selfish. It isn't lazy. And it's not some luxury only for people who have time. Sleep is survival. It's your body's built-in reset button. It's how your brain files away the day, how your skin repairs itself, how your hormones stay balanced, how your immune system fights off invaders, and how your heart gets the rest it deserves. And here's the kicker. Every other health habit you're working on, whether that's exercise, nutrition, meditation, or stress management, works better when you're sleeping well. Sleep is not one piece of the puzzle. It's the table the whole puzzle is built on. So instead of treating it like an optional extra, honor it as the foundation. Start with sleep. Protect it, prioritize it, because when you do, everything else in your health adventure becomes more possible. Sweet dreams, you beautiful beasts. And remember, sleep is the very first step in unveiling the beautiful beast within you.